Well, we may as well get started on the private jet. It's not huge. I mean, it's the biggest vehicle we've done so far, but it's not massive. But I'm gonna guess that the achievement with this is to clean the laser components first, I believe. I can't remember if it was also the anti-gravity stuff, or if it was just the laser. Again, I've already got the achievement, so I can't tell for sure. And I haven't brushed up on the list or anything. Is the yellow enough to clean this? Is the important thing to know. It doesn't appear to be rust, it's just grime, so that's good. If we can get away with just using the yellow for a lot of this job, then that will make it so much more pleasant. If we have to start just chipping away at things with the red, then it'll take a while longer. Lots of awkward angles on these things as well. Very bright purple. Top. Warning, laser. I can't even remember if you needed to do the mount as well. That's the other awkward thing. There's the laser. The mount is also almost done. Yep, there we go. Good. And then there's the laser wiring as well. Good. Now the key point with this, I seem to remember, is there was some like light that didn't look like a light. Or like these wing mount sensors there that are very difficult to see. I remember the first time I did this map in early access, I was chasing after one of those for a long time. Because I could not see it. There's another sensor here as well. It's rusty. Okay, where's my little stepping thing? There we go. Let's bring you over here so I can jump onto the wing. Cool. Okay, so there's going to be some rust. But otherwise, the grime itself seems to come off pretty easily, and then we can just see exactly where the rust is. See, I think the anti-gravity panels are also something you have to clean first in this job for the achievement. But I can't rightly remember. That's just wing wiring, so it's not specific to the anti-gravity thing anyway. Panel. And then there's these little clips as well. But at least now we can see exactly what we need to clean in terms of the rust. We can just turbo it as well actually, so we get a little bit of extra spread. Might be an idea. Helps get underneath a little bit as well. Don't mind me, I'm just standing in midair. Who needs anti-gravity when I can just stand on hanging pixels? Excellent, anti-gravity panel cleaned. Boing. Over to the other one. And then there's bits underneath as well. Why do you reckon there's so much more to go? Ah, it'll be the bits underneath, I guess. Some crawling along on the wing, don't mind me. Go over the side and get down low again. Thinks I'm cleaning the wing even though my cursor is squarely on the anti-gravity pad. There we go. I may as well I'm going to do these wiring bits as well. There's some rust on some of them, I think. Maybe not this one. The other side there was. Oh, it doesn't want to think that it's clean regardless. Ah, because of that. Okay, cool. The other wiring bits as well, may as well do at the same time, just to get them out of the way. Yeah, some of them have rust on. Even though, I don't know, the wiring looks like it's probably in plastic, but I guess maybe it isn't. I feel like metal's probably not the best thing in terms of like heat and stuff. Underneath the wiring box there, probably. Bit of turbo action at the end there as well. Still doesn't want a ding. Great. That's going to be annoying if it keeps doing that for these sorts of things. Ah, that'll be why. Or at least that certainly won't help. Quite a lot of rust still on those pieces there. I don't know, we can just leave it and come back to doing those later. What do we got here? There's these bits of wiring going along here. More going along here. Oh, that's right, there's the landing gear bay. That's kind of an annoying bit. All just awkward angles. Just gotta spray at it from multiple angles to try and get all of it. Thankfully it doesn't appear to be too dirty per se. It's just, yeah, awkward. There's the hydraulic pipes. Landing gear door is separate. Landing gear bay is most of the way there. Door. Nice. Sensor. Cool. Door from the inside. There's the rest of the landing gear bay up here. And from this side as well. Good. That's got the bay done. The other landing bay, landing gear door. Perfect. This sensor, let's just turbo. What the hell is this? It just reckons it's part of the, oh no, cockpit sensor, it is different. What about you? There we go. Bit awkward that it doesn't even show up under my cursor as anything specific. It's a bit concerning. No wonder it's hard to find some of these things. Not only do things not show up properly when you go into aim mode instead of normal mode, but sometimes they just don't show up even when your cursor is directly on them, it turns out. Well, we should probably start going back to doing things from the top down anyway, and we'll worry about the rest of these things later. Okay, that's an antenna, apparently. That was another sensor. This thing is another sensor. Okay. Well, we've managed to get a bunch of them done anyway, without even trying, so that's a good start. Don't know how big this fuselage wiring bit is. Ah, it's all rusty. Come on, man. Okay, that's that bit done. This bit we haven't actually done all the way up yet anyway, but that's fine. If we clean this part of it, then once we get to the top, maybe it'll just ding. Okay, there's the hollow bits inside you've got to be careful of as well. Oh, I keep bumping into the laser. That's not a sentence you want to be saying all the time. Keep bumping into the laser. Oh, we didn't do the undersides of the wings, so we wouldn't have got the achievement then. Thankfully, I already have it. Landing gear cleaned. Well, kind of. I guess, yeah, you're calling these bits just the tires and wheels, so... It's more like the landing gear strut, and these are now the landing gear specifically, but however you want to do it. There we go. Ding, ding, ding. Right, let's do what I was supposed to do before. And get the rest of the anti-gravity stuff done. This seems as like it's not rusty underneath the wing. It's just filthy. And just lots of awkward angles on these ones. Bonk. Let's get down underneath it. There we go. Some awkward angles in all of the cones and everything. Cool. Vortex generator, eh? Okay. If you say so. Since we've already cleaned other things anyway. It's hard not to get distracted on this map, must be said. Okay, let's do these cables. Cool. And let's go under to the other side as well. Once again, if you were after getting the achievement for this map, you would not do any of this wiring or anything first. You just need to focus on, I believe, the laser and anti-gravity components without cleaning anything else, I think. It's either first or last, but I think it's first. The good thing about the maps where the achievement is based around cleaning something first is you can just jump into it in free play with your pro washer and just blast it. And if you get it a little bit wrong, you can just reset and start again, because it's about cleaning something first. The ones we have to clean stuff last, that's really annoying, especially if it's a really big map. Looking at you, washroom, from yesterday. Okay, so what am I missing? Bits on the side now, so I guess now I don't want to be crouching. So close. There we go. Cool. And now, for consistency, let's get these vortex generators again. Are these little antenna? Static wicks. Alright. Any relation to John? We use turbo and these will probably be better. Also, we should crouch again. Come on. There we go. So that's the static generators. You are a sensor of sorts, so let's get you done. Cool. So many little, tiny little things like that. Now these other statical wicks, let's get these done as well. Cool. So I just don't need to worry about them now. Is there like other... Oh, there's some more wiring up back here. It's all rusty again, is it? Nope, just really dirty. Yep, it's rusty. There. It's hard to tell because it's painted red. Why is it rusty when it's painted? What am I missing? Oh, is that even... Oh, yes, it is a fuselage wiring, yeah. And we're close to having it done, but apparently not close enough. Okay. I'm not quite sure what it wanted from me there, but got it done. Wrong keys. Okay, let's do the usual. Start more from the top before working our way further down. Trying to get all these wiring bits done now as well. Not that it really matters. I mean, I could just leave it to do with the fuselage, couldn't I? Is that even close enough to clean the rust? I'm not sure it is. I think I'd need an extension to actually clean that. How are we going for this one? Okay, it's almost finished. Didn't want to let me target it, but it's almost finished. I wonder if it's stuff on top now. Maybe? Or the bottom of this. Oh, that was a big clash of thunder above. Well, that's kind of annoying. It's up. There's a tiny little spot, and then it gives it to me. Cool. Let's go on top. Boing. It's like these little antennae here. Can you let me target it, please? There we go, antenna. Wiring. Not sure about the wiring just like wrapping around the nose. It's kind of weird. Well, it's about done at least. What are you? Another sensor. I mean, while I'm here, I'm just going to do the nose. That would be thunder. Looked, according to OBS, like you might have been able to hear that through the microphone. Yep. There we go. That was bound to happen eventually. Okay. Boing. Yep. Missed the jump. Boing. Nope, missed the jump again. You gotta kinda ramp off that. There we go, then you can get some good air. Okay, let's just go all the way up to the back. And do this properly. From the top. A couple of static wicks with random bits of rust at the bottom of them. Okay, whatever. Bit of rust on these. So the yellow does most things. And then it just exposes the points that we need to do it with rust. Yeah, with the red. There was a flash of lightning just out my window. Great! Keen to learn some specifications of the jet. I mean, plausible deniability, you probably shouldn't tell me anything, but go on. You just wanted to be able to tell someone, didn't you? Apparently PowerWash is just really trustworthy people. We like hairdressers, you just talk about them, about yourself to them freely or something. Okay, we're doing like a really diligent job on that bit of the horizontal stabilizer there, but I think we've got to do the underside as well anyway. So, might not have been necessary, but hey. General principle is that if you're up here doing this part, if you do as good a job as you can, then once you get underneath, you're less likely to have to repeat yourself. So you don't want to have to come up here to pick up something that you missed, that you should have got the first time. 2 and 1, nice. I always used to think it was a kind of a nervous thing when you see people like walking on the wings of planes and stuff, and you think, oh, that's, yeah, isn't it really delicate and stuff? And no, no, it is not. You know, they're treading carefully and everything, and your natural inclination is to, because it feels just kind of light underfoot and it's metal, so you think, oh, won't it buckle? And not really. The amount of force that this sort of thing is subjected to when in flight, a person walking on it is nothing. It might flex, but it's designed to. Okay, well it looks about halfway, and we've done half of it. This jolts you up to looking more horizontally when you go into the aim mode. Don't mind Thor. He's just outside kicking up a bit of a fuss today. Don't know, he's got out of the world tree on the wrong side. Fuselage sensor. So I guess if I swear, it'll beat me out. Is that antenna already done? Oh yeah, that's the one I already did, isn't it? It's like, why aren't you dinging? Yeah, because I did you already. Ooh. Let's try and get all of these sensors and stuff, so I'm not having to hunt down which one I've missed later. Would be nice. This one I feel probably has some verticality to it, so I've got to clean underneath. Yep. That's the wiring at least. Is the sensor done? Good. So we're trying to do as much of the wiring as we could with the hope that we'd be able to get it when we get up here, but I think I underestimated the amount of verticality I had to deal with. And I'll just slip off trying to make it go ding. It's fine, I'll just do it from below again. Someone's shaking out a bunch of tin metal. Do have my computer and stuff all surge protected, at least. I think not the modem, but being fiber, we shouldn't have to worry about it anymore. Back at our last place, we had lightning strike actually hit the power, not the power lines, the phone line near us, and it went into the modem router, because we had just ADSL at the time, and it fried the half of the modem that dealt with the incoming connection. Because there was just the power surge coming up the telephone lines. Should be much less likely to happen with fiber. So honestly, if the stream goes out, it'll probably just because something hit the exchange or something instead. Most things around here are underground. Good. A lot of the stuff we're going to have to get from the side, I think. We do have ladders and stuff, but I don't really want to put the ladder up against the plane, because then we can't remove it. That annoys me. This wiring is not done yet. That's also annoying me. Well, we'll work our way backwards a bit. And we'll probably just have to go forwards again with the turbo nozzle on the wiring or something. Or we might just come across a bit there where it's bleeding obvious why we haven't finished it. Yeah, well, we're back on the tail again. Oh, there's a spot I missed. Antenna cleaned, good. This cockpit or the fuselage sensor I think is done. Oh, that's right, yeah, a lot of them just don't show up. That's why it's really annoying to try and find them, because they just don't actually show up as something to target. I know we got these sensors along here, but we didn't get the wiring. Well, we'll just do the fuselage first. Come back for the wiring when we need to. It's almost done. This bit's done. It is just this long stretch. So there must be something fairly significant we're missing, because it's a long stretch of wiring. It is all the same piece, looks like. I mean, I do like that we're 30% of the way done already. Ooh, tail scoop. Nice. I don't know what that's for, but... short extension, barely enough. I might need to swap to the long one. We'll also be getting stuff from underneath anyway. Are you something special to clean? Can't tell. Whoops. And I just realised I was still muted when my wife came in, but never mind. All we were doing was chasing the fuselage wiring and the tail scoop. Can at least get to the like point of vertical. Hey, we could do the windows while we're up here actually. That works. Cool. Well, we know they're done now. And then I'll do the same on the other side. We'll do the top of the jets. Carbon scoring marks. Get to the point of vertical on these as well. When you feel yourself start to slip off, time to back away. Can I get you, Mr. Fuselage wiring or wing wiring? What more do you have to go? You look clean? Yeah, you are now. Do the rest of this bit of fuselage above the wiring there. Do the rest of the wiring along here. Did we actually finish that wiring? I can't remember. Yes, good. Do the top of the wing here. Kind of deceptive because it looks really close over there, but it's actually at the practically the limit of the short extension, it seems. There's a bit of rust. Well, I guess we go over it normally first. Do the same sort of principles with the moldy stuff. Go over it with the yellow, and then come back afterwards to figure out what we've missed. But most of this one seems to be working with just the yellow. Yeah, we're already up to 40%, so that's nice. Lighter than air, but stronger than steel. I'm gonna stop you right there. If it was lighter than air, how is this thing not floating? World's largest pencil. I do like that. That's amusing. Is that a separate thing? No. I think it's just part of the flaps, I guess. Which of course are going to need to be done on the bottom as well. In fact, the wing itself, I don't think it's split into like wing upper and wing lower, which is kind of annoying. I would really prefer it if it was split up. Okay, the jet engine also appears to just be one big bit. Might have to finish off from underneath, I guess. I have no idea if I have to do behind at all. I guess I can try shooting down from above, from the wings up here. Well, let's just get what we can from underneath here. Swap to the long, I think. A little bit more reach. We can go right to here. Can't go any further forward though now. That's most of the horizontal stabilizer done. And we haven't done the other side at all yet, I don't think, from underneath, so that's a good start. Bit of rust on these. Rust on the hinges there. Right to the end. Okay, and then from the other side we should be able to do most of the rest. Can't really go any further on this. Short extension for these bits here. And the rest I'll have to do from underneath anyway, so that's fine. That's more of those, yeah, static wicks. There we go. 2 more of them done. Don't know how many more there are that I might have missed. Boing. Okay. Other jet engine. That's right, we were going to do just like go along here and then come back doing the windows as well. Also, we haven't done the rest of the cockpit. I just remembered. We did this half with the windows and the frame, but we didn't do this half. So let's get stuck on that. Once again, not too worried about standing on it because it's designed to go, you know, however many 100 miles an hour. I'm sure it can manage one presumably human being standing on top of it. Stains. Yeah, well, that's the frame done. Apparently this this bit of windshield isn't, but the frame is. What am I missing? I guess we just spray and pray. There we go. Cool. Good. Done. Let's just keep going along here a little bit. Cool. Now, let's go back along here, because we were going to do the windows. As far as I can without falling off. Not that it matters too much, because then from the wing we're going to do the rest anyway. Actually gets a good angle of looking in at the jet engine from here, come to think of it. So I'm going to check actually, did I get a good bottom angle on this? Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, well, let's do what we can of this engine here from this side. Right, now we can stand on top of it, having cleaned it. Clean as far along as we can. At the very least we want to get to like the line of the vertical, so that way when we're firing at it from down below, we'll be able to get to the rest of it. And now from here, we can do the rest of this. We were using the long extension on this to make sure we get the good reach on it. Horizontal stabilizer. Hang on, is this actually independent from the one on the other side? I feel it might be, actually. Yeah, it is. Okay, so there's little bits right at the end that I've probably missed, so I'll have to shoot up at that from below with one of the extensions. That's fine. Not unexpected. I mean, I've got to do the underside of the main wings anyway, so no big difference. Main thing to get from up here is the downward angle of the little bit in there underneath the rudder. And whatever the hell those stains are there. Oh, we're probably going to have to shoot up the side of that as well. Yeah, rudder's almost done, but not quite. And that might just need a little bit of TLC from the other side. Depends if it's been chasing waterfalls or not, really. Hey, good. So that's the vertical stabilizer done. The horizontals still need a bit of work. The rudder also still needs a bit of work. But they're very close. Yeah, not too much left on the rudder actually. That's probably a bit underneath it actually, so let's not waste too much time trying to get that. Short extension. Let's finish off this bit here of the fuselage. Which are actually a decent way through. Okay, and now down onto the wings. And a little bit more of an angle inside the jet engine there. And then we'll do the rest of that from the other side. Rest of the fuselage along here. At least get as far along to the front as we can. And we can just use like the long extension. And even just from the ground for the rest of it. To get the cockpit done as well. I mean, I'm sure there's some of the bottom bit of the fuselage that we still need to get, and that'll be what makes it ding for us. Be nice if, you know, in some ways if it was split with like a paint line or something into upper and lower, but yeah, it's fine. Hey, another one. Mention as soon as human possible. That'll be the barge boat, I believe. Which is cool, because that means we can start our next session with that one. Something, something, something. Frickin' laser beams. Hey, something that isn't approaching Nirvana. A chill EDM playlist on Pretzel just feels like the approaching Nirvana playlist sometimes. Not complaining. Good music. Okay, what can I get from up here? I mean, we can probably get more from the ground anyway. Oops. But there's a bit of a random upturn on this bit, which I won't be able to get from the ground. And then I may as well just get this bit, especially the front part of the bottom of the engine. Then we've got to get the... Oh, there's the top bit there for a start. There's like the awkward inside area as well that I've got to try and get from below, I guess. That'll be a bit, yeah, awkward, to say the least. Oh well. Let's finish doing the rest of the top of the wing at least. We're still going to have to run a little bit over on this one, I think. I won't finish it all before I would want to by one. I've only got a quarter of an hour before then. And 65% of the way through, which isn't bad, but I'll probably get held up by some tricky spots and bits that I've missed, so... Trying to use the reflection to my advantage to be able to see any bits that I've missed as I go. Good. Don't want to forget the wing lights. Not quite sure why the wing tip is not a separate bit. Unless it is and it's just not targeting it, of course. Nope, it's all just wing apparently. And now we work our way back. The aileron. And then the flaps. I do love that the bit on the wing is called the flaps, as if it actually flaps. It does move up and down, so it looks like it. Not quite as fast as a bird does it, though. Cool, well that's the top side of the wing pretty much done, and I feel just the small amounts that I've missed will probably be forgiven. Let's try getting... yeah, let's finish this off here, shall we? I've got to do the top side of the other wing still. Now it's annoying. Which bits of this engine have I missed that I need to get? Because there's not much remaining. It's probably some awkward bit. Let's just do extra long turbo. Yep, it's the inside the nacelle at the end there. Is what it's complaining about. And meanwhile on here, this will be why this didn't clean from below. Yep, there we go. It's the elevator. Could not get a good angle shooting backwards at this, so it's just so much easier to do from underneath. Except we don't seem to be able to complete this one from underneath. That's annoying. So we might need to go back on top for this one. Can't see what I'm missing from underneath, so that means we're probably missing something above. That's a shame. Good, got the rudder at least. Try and get the rest of the turbo engine on this side would be nice. Apparently not enough. Seems I must have missed more on this one than I did on the other side. Or we just need to... There we go, just need to get the right angle to turbo. That works as well. Okay, we probably don't need the extra long extension on now for this, but whatever. Okay, that was part of the vertical stabilizer apparently. Alright. Well, technically it was vertical. Is vertical. Oh, there's the flat. And the other flat. And the aileron. Good. So, we still need to do the top horizontal stabilizer. No, elevator, either way. Almost finished the fuselage though, which is nice. Need to do the other side. Wing mount goes all the way back and is also on the other side. Front of the wing, why not? Cockpit we also want to do. Okay, I just want to take that extension off now, I think, because I want a wider track. I'm close enough to actually clean it. I don't need the extension on to get the cleaning. One side. That wiring is already done. And the other side. So that lightning and thunder and stuff came and went. I don't know if it even rained that much. All bark, no bite today. Nice. Wiring and cockpit done. Fuselage and door. Excellent. I was thinking there's a seam there. Yep, that was the door. And it's done. Good. The other landing gear is probably going to actually be the most annoying thing to do, is the wing landing gear. Plane barely fits in here, Jesus, you gotta be good with parking, that's for sure. Gotta be precise. Wing light is already done, good. There's not even like a line in the hangar, like a midline or anything for you to line up the front wheel on, because that's what I'd have expected for parking precisely. I'd have expected there to be a center line for it to line up on. But they don't even have that in this hangar, so, you know, ballsy driving. So that's the defining thing of taxiways and runways and stuff at airports generally, is lots of lines on the ground. Those are what you use to navigate with. Probably with a camera pointing at the wheel. Wing nearly done. Yes. Nice. Wing mount, we can at least get this side done as much as we can. Let's just get all the way down. Should have got low. Fuel tank mount. Okay. I mean, that is important. Leave the landing gear till last, I think. Still haven't gone up to do the the other stabilizer, have I? I mean, I have to go up on top of the other wing anyway, so... There's the fuel tank mount. Wing mount. Yep. Good. Right, let's get up onto here and here. So what have I missed out of you? Elevator. What are you missing? Oh. Literally just that. Okay, cool. Just a tiny little spot. Let's see how quickly we can breeze our way through this wing. 87% of the way there. 3 minutes till my break time. But we might just have to go a little bit over. Alright, it's the top side of the aileron, flaps and everything all done, just like I did on the other side. Do this side of the wingtip, which I still think should be a separate feature, but whatever. There's the wing light done, that's good. And we just work our way back up the wing. Again, using the reflection to be able to immediately see if we've missed something. Probably get away without even using the extension now. You have a slightly wider track. It's still cleaning just as well, I think. %. I'll see where I get my checklist as well. Kind of hoping it'll be just after doing this wing, because should just be like landing gear, door. Oh no, there'll be tires and wheels as well, that's right. That's fine. A little bit of extra something there. Wasn't coming off as easily. Probably won't matter. That's my scheduled break time. Well, I guess there's no telling exactly how long this extra 8% is going to take. 7% is going to take. Yeah, because it's all fiddly bits. So yeah, we'll take my scheduled break normally and be back to finish this off and closing thoughts. Right, let's finish this off. Then I can go have lunch. Should do it side to side, probably coming in looking at this. Do the flap. There we go. Flap, flap. Crouch. Right. And the other flat. There we are. I'm really hoping I haven't missed some sort of tiny sensor this time. So I remember that happened to me last time in early access, and it took me a while to find it because it wasn't even highlighting. Door, or at least this side of it. The other side will need doing separately. And this should finish off the wing for us. Or not. Okay. It seems we've missed too much of the wing. Maybe inside angle on some of these bits here. Ah. No? Thought I hadn't done the outside of that for a second. I'm seeing just little bits. I guess enough little bits add up. Ah, the edge. There we go. Is the wing done? Maybe if we do like the hydraulic pipes first on both sides. It's all on the inside of the landing gear bay. What more do you want? Oh, no, they don't go all the way across. What more do you want on these hydraulic pipes? I don't see anything else on them. Huh? Huh, yeah, there we go. Just a tiny little bit on the edge, apparently. Cool. Now, landing gear door would be the next easiest thing to do on either side. It'll just be the backwards edge, probably. Yep. Same thing over here. Other side. And the bottom. Okay. What next? There's the landing gear bays on both sides. I mean, there's the whole landing gear as well, but do the bay first, work our way down. Cool. And now this side. How it gets so filthy in the actual landing gear bay itself, I'm not sure. Like, what sort of thing are you flying through with the landing gear down? Seriously? Okay. Now, I'd kind of hoped that all I'd have left would be landing gear times 2, wheel times 2, and tyre times 2. But that isn't what I have left, so we'll do what's in front of me, and then we'll see what it tells me I've missed. One landing gear, 2 landing gear, I've missed a fuselage wiring, okay, but otherwise, tyres and wheels is all that's left. So hey, I feel pretty good about that. I've just missed 1 fuselage wiring. Is it that awkward one up the side that I still hadn't gotten around to finishing? Probably is. This is why you should finish something before moving on to the next. Oh, there's the wheel done. 1 tyre, 2 tyre. Other wheel. Wheel. Tyre. Tyre. And wheel. So, which fuselage wiring? This one, apparently. Okay, that's not the one that I thought it was. I thought it was the one on the other side. And I bet it'll just be something really small. There we go. Just the corner of the box. Nice. So we didn't actually go over too much that time. So that's handy. Time lapse. I mean, not the cleanest sequence. A little bit scrappy. I like how I ended up standing down in the front there. Nice. Use this hanger for any larger odd jobs you may pick up in the future. Perfect. Frolic boat. That's the next one to start with. We're not going to do that now because I'm hungry. But that's a good one to start with next time around because it won't take too long, hopefully, though it does have lots of fiddly little features in it, that's for sure. But yeah, we're making some more progress. That's good. I just want to keep ticking off like at least 1 every stream. If I can do 2, then even better, especially these smaller jobs that are starting to come up occasionally, managing to just squeeze in a couple. And yeah, we'll hopefully close out the rest of the career by next month or something. We'll see how we go. Thank you very much for watching and coming along, and we'll see you next time.